What's up guys, welcome to my channel. I'm Kat, and in today's video I am bringing you along to two different nurseries in the northern Colorado area. One is Fort Collins Nursery and the other one is Bath Garden Center. I'm really excited to take you along to these two favorite places of mine because I'm in the mood to do a little plant shopping. I am kind of on a no buy it, but if there is anything that I feel like I can't not have, I'm gonna get it. I just pulled up to the Fort Collins Nursery. We are here now. It is really busy here actually. You can tell that now that the weather is starting to get really nice, these places are starting to have a lot more life to them. So let's get this plant shopping started. I also recorded a video before this, so definitely make sure you check it out. And always guys, don't forget to like and subscribe. It helps you out, it helps me out, it helps everybody out here. So let's get this plant shopping video started.
All right, so first up are African violets. These were $5.99 a piece for a little 4-inch pot. Some were in bloom and some were not. However, the Fort Collins Nursery always seems to have a great variety of African violets. Moving into the orchid section, these are always so beautiful, always so well taken care of. You can honestly find a really good variety of orchids at the Fort Collins Nursery. I'd honestly say they have the best variety of orchids in Fort Collins. This is an orchid jewel that's considered past bloom. That one I just thought was so beautiful. Ton of bromeliads. Then we have some black coral sansevieria. These snake plants are really inexpensive considering how mature they are. $89.99 for a 12-inch pot. They were probably 3 to 4 feet high. Moving into the cacti and succulent area, they always seem to have new cacti whenever I go in there. This little guy was $69.99 for a 10-inch pot. And that little blue guy has been there for a long time, so hopefully someone will buy him. And then they always seem to have a good variety of sizes as far as pots of string of pearls go. That one was a 6-inch pot for $29.99. Little riffraff cactus for $17.99. And euphorbia ghost, so beautiful. This next guy was $350. Has a nice hole on the back to help it keep it upright. String of turtles, this is the first time I've seen it there. That was $59.99 for a 6-inch pot. That cactus was just so pretty how it's bloomed. Moving on to the tropical plants. We have our little fairy plants here. These are usually only little 2-inch plugs, and they are always $6 or less. That is a little prayer plant for $2.99. Little watermelon peperomia for $2.99. Another different peperomia for $2.99. All of our crotons that day were 25% off. Today they seem to be really full with a lot of different things. There's some Stromanthe Trio Star back there. That was $16.99 for a 4-inch pot. All right, moving on to their next section of plants. This area has more of the philodendron variety than anything. Little Swiss cheese monstera for you on a moss pole. That one was $13.99, and then we have a nice little calathea for $31.99. Another variety of calathea too. They did have a lot of calatheas at this nursery that day, and that was a variegated string of pearls for $10.99. as well as that little 2-inch pot of string of hearts for $10.99 too, and that little 2-inch pot of string of turtles for $10.99. My favorite section, begonias, $19.99 on that bad boy. They have always had a great selection of Rex begonias. $13.99 for that one. All of the pots are usually 4.5 to 6-inch pots on the begonias. Little escargot begonia. I wish I had gotten that one that day. That is a regal shield for $29.99. I have never seen those there before. I was really impressed when I saw that, just because they don't seem to have a lot of alocasia that come in. However, they do have a lot of anthuriums. Then we have some 4-inch pots of Alocasia Maharani for $39.99. Then these beautiful chocolate aglaonemas, which came in a 4.5-inch pot for $24.99, and some Lady Valentine in a 4.5-inch pot for $17.99. Then we have this beautiful Monstera, super mature. I definitely checked all of those Monsteras. And the Rhapsodiphoria for any sort of variegation. The Rhapsodiphorias were 20% off that day. And all of the ones that they had were in hanging baskets, and they were super mature. We have some Hoya Hindu rope for $29.99. Some Hoya retusa for $29.99, all in hanging baskets. And they had a couple different varieties of split rocks for under $10.
All right, guys, so I just got done at the Fort Collins Nursery, and wow, they were so full, and so full with plants I've like never seen before. There was a chocolate aglaonema, and it was gorgeous. I was so impressed today with what they had. Like I said, there were so many plants I had never seen before there. They had a ton of different types of calatheas, a ton of different types of pothos. They had so many jade pothos and pearls and jade pothos. I was really just overall impressed with my shopping visit today. As you guys know, I always do hauls at the end if I do buy anything, so make sure you stick around until the very end. I'm headed to the second garden center right now. It is called Bath. It is literally just like right around the corner, and like I said, guys, today is a good day because that nursery was so full, and they are already getting stuff out in their outside section, and I'm so excited for summer. Let's head to Bath and see if we find anything there. All right, guys, so we just got to Bath, our final stop for the day, and once again, I'm super excited to see what they have. I wanted to comment on the last stop. I saw a bunch of alocasia there as well too, and they usually never have alocasia. I was like thinking to myself as I was driving over to the next place, I was like, you can tell that it's starting to get warm and summertime, and because they are getting in so many plants that they've never had before, or at least they usually don't have until a specific season. But we are here at Bath, and I am really excited to go into the garden center. I can already see through the windows that they look like they are stocked full, so let's head inside.
So I started my day in the snake plant section at Bath. They always have a really good variety of snake plants. Then moving on to more of the tropical hanging basket section, they had a ton of Tradescantia, 10 and 12-inch hanging baskets for $60 or less. This is a Monolina. It is $49.99 for a 10-inch pot. It's considered a carnivorous plant. Then I moved on to their rare plant section, which they just had a ton of begonias in that day. $34.99 for that bad boy. That is a begonia rhizomatus, I believe is how you say it, for $19.99. A beautiful Brazil philodendron for $54.99. And of course, I just had to show you this beautiful plant. This was a really beautiful bonsai. I had never seen anything like that before. That was $24.99. Moving on into their succulent and cacti section. A lot of their cacti that day were blooming, which was really cool to see. They have a great variety of cacti and succulents at Bath. And then another little Snapchat video for you guys. Then this beautiful hanging basket of Scindapsus pictus was $59.99. Then I thought these were really cool little coconuts for $29.99. I've never seen those there before. Then I stumbled on to a bunch of shamrock plants, which were $14.99 for a 4-inch pot. Then there were some alocasia tiny dancers for $9.99 for a 4-inch pot. This is their second area of plants at Bath. Ton of different ferns, a little calathea white fusion for $21.99, a rattlesnake calathea for $19.99, and another calathea variety for $19.99, little ficus tree, rubber tree for $10.99, rhapsodifolia. Most of these tropical plants are marked as $6.99 on this bench that I'm grabbing from, but there are some that are a little more than that, as you can see. They always have a great variety of pothos at that place. Today I actually found a Hawaiian pothos, which I've never seen there before. That one was $21.99. Moving on to more calatheas and different types of ivy. Here is a calathea orbifolia for $29.99 for a 6-inch pot. This is their little plug 2-inch pot plant section. Most of these are $8 or less. I usually will find a few that I want to go home with, but on that day I didn't find any. Then of course I just had to show you this beautiful begonia one.
All right, you guys, so I just finished up at Bath Garden and Nursery Center. I was so pleased with everything that I saw. Those begonias were absolutely beautiful. I feel like I say absolutely beautiful every time I finish up at a store, but honestly, those begonias were stunning. I've never seen such big, full begonias there before. Seriously, I was like mesmerized. Anyways, so since the plant shopping video is now over, it's time for my plant haul. And as you guys know, I went to another nursery. I ended up not getting anything at the Fort Collins Nursery. I wasn't like really gravitating to it, but like I thought there was a ton of things that were really beautiful and just like something I'd eventually want, but at that moment there's nothing that I was like, God, I have to have it now. However, it's a little different story when I got to the Bath Garden and Nursery Center. I got a 6-inch pot of Hawaiian pothos. I was so surprised to even see that they had a Hawaiian pothos. She said that they don't normally get in the bigger pots in, but they do get some small ones in occasionally. This I will definitely have to trim back. There are some crusty leaves on here, but honestly, I think like these vines are pretty mature. You can just see from like the thickness of the stem. And if you guys don't know, usually Hawaiian pothos, the stem of the leaf is much more yellow and the leaf itself is a lot more brighter than golden pothos. It's almost, a lot of people say that they're just a mature golden pothos, but you can easily see that the stem is a lot yellower as well as the leaf itself. Also too, we have some aerial roots coming off of these stems. I'm so excited to get this home and drape it over. I have these like shelf type divot things in my ceiling, so I think this would look really pretty hanging down, and it's in a really good light area, just enough light for this pothos. So yeah, I'm super excited. This was the last one that they had beside, well, they had another one, but this was the last one that was like in really good condition. So I'm glad I got it. I think it was meant to be. So thank you guys so much for watching. Do not forget to like and subscribe. Of course, if you want to see more plant videos, then you definitely don't want to, I don't know what I'm saying. Don't forget to like and subscribe, guys. It helps me, it helps you out. You get to see all the plant videos that I end up uploading. Thanks again for following me around and plant shopping with me today. I love my Hawaiian pothos. I'm really excited for summertime. I think today was just like a really good kickoff as to what these garden centers and nurseries will have in the next coming months. So thanks again for watching, guys. I will see you next time. Bye, guys.